Good morning, everyone. This is Victoria with Girl with a Butterfly. That's my Instagram handle. And I am going to be doing a flip through of a custom journal that I made for Diarist Manila. That's her Instagram handle. And it's very much, these are not usually colors I gravitate towards. I really apparently like deep greens, deep purples. So this was a little bit out of my comfort zone, but I found it actually surprisingly easy to work with this color palette. And I mentioned in some of my earlier posts that when my boyfriend saw this, he said it looked like a unicorn, threw up all over it, and so that inspired me to name this Cotton Candy Delight. I mean, who doesn't love cotton candy? And Diarist Manila, she basically gave me free reign with what I created. She didn't have a color palette in mind. She didn't care as far as like what kind of texture I used, really what style I did. She said she basically entrusted me to do whatever I wanted. And then the one thing she did mention is that she really loves to collage, and I have noticed that in all of her work. So this one will have a lot more like empty pages, and then I've paper clipped a lot of ephemera for her to play with. And then I'm also going to include more fun, ephemera and pieces in this cute little pink baggie. And then I didn't have a chance to wrap this just yet because I feel like I might add a couple more things inside, but I was going to, put some pink ribbon around it and then use this as the clasp, which is really pretty and sparkly. And I know that she likes pink and sparkles. This, I believe, is her favorite color palette, so I ended up going with that. All right, and then of course, my cute little butterfly paperweight. One other thing I'll mention, because I don't want to do a ton of talking through this one, but most of my digitals are from Dust to Roses, and I am on her design team. However, I will say this isn't an actual design team project. I just found that a lot of her digitals went really well with this color palette, but there's also digitals from several other creators, so I'll try to name them throughout the journal, but a lot of them I don't know off the top of my head, so I'll include them in my Instagram post as well as create links in the YouTube bio. All right, I hope you guys enjoy. Oh, and really quickly, let me explain the cover. So I used a bunch of different fabrics. So some blues here, some pink floral fabrics here, because I think everyone really loves floral. And then this applique that I think I just got it on Amazon, but I fell in love with how colorful it was. And again, I don't use pastels a lot, but really liked this. And this is actually made from an altered book. It was like a really old vintage encyclopedia. And right here, there's a little window. And this is where there was like this emblem with encyclopedia written on it. And I have yet to embellish it, but I was going to embellish it, include it in this journal for her, just to have a piece of the original book. And then hidden in here, of course, is a little tiny butterfly. Felt like I had to include a butterfly on the cover somewhere, and it wasn't overwhelming. It didn't overpower the rest of the design, although there is already a lot going on. Under here, I don't think I can take it off, but there's a really beautiful sari trim right here. And then this sparkly stuff is from a dress that I found at Goodwill, and I definitely couldn't fit into the dress. It was like a mini sequins dress, so I decided to cut it up and thought it looked pretty here to cover up the spine. And then right here is just some light pink velvet. Here's how it looks like on the side. I mean, it's pretty chunky already, but I noticed she doesn't use a ton of texture when she collages. This mostly like paper, flat surfaces, so I think this will go really well for that. Okay, whoops. So here's the inside page, and these are pretty much all Dust to Roses digital. So this telegram right here, it's so cute, and I think it incorporated the candy color scheme just even in just this digital, so I knew I was gonna have to use that for the cover. And then this was actually some Happy Mail I received. You can tell because I don't sew. And I just added some butterflies, and again, I think the colors of the buttons and everything else went so well with this color palette. And then on the back, I covered it up, and I got this from some book that I thrifted, and I thought it'd be cool for her to write her name in here. Because I know she's a really avid journaler. Like, she goes through journals, it seems like a journal per month. So, you know, I'm curious to see how long it'll take for her to finish this. This was actually from a design team project for Dust to Roses. She had a lot of really cool fashion ladies, like old vintage fashion ladies. So I made a couple of tags, and I kept one for myself, gave one to my sister as well in a journal I made for her, and then the rest I promised that I would put in this journal. Some writing space there. Oh, and then this swan background is also Dust to Roses. And then anytime you see me use any kind of like embossed paper, it's going to be probably from Yuki. All right. Some more Dust to Roses digitals, and then this is actually rose petal dyed paper that I made a while back. I had used purple and red roses and combined them, and it made this cool color. And then I dried them in the oven, which created, I feel like, a lot more texture than if I were to just blow dry them, for example. Some fun trim that I got, some sparkly trim, and again, the soon-to-be owner had commented on liking this, so I made sure to include it. And a cute little pearl charm right there. A little writing spot. Oh, some fun. Okay, this is like the perfect cotton candy palette. Then I just added some washi tapes right here. Oh, and then these are fun stickers for her to use how she wishes. A vintage postcard. Super pretty. Lots of writing on the back. And then this I also had gotten from either a purchase from Etsy or Happy Mail. I thought it went really well with this color palette as well. And here are some scraps for her to use when she collages. Oh, this looks really delicious to me. It's bread. I thought that was fun. And I don't know if you can tell in the video if it's picking up on the color, but there is a light blue color to it that I really like, and it goes well with this light blue background paper that you can see right here. I'm not sure if the video is picking up on how pretty the blue is. All right, some more pages for her to collage with. Let's take this out. This was from some scrapbook. This wasn't a digital, scrapbook pieces that I had gotten for a birthday gift, along with some of these. So she can use those as she wishes. I can't remember off the top of my head where I got these digitals, so I'll have to look into that later, but I thought I'd make some cute paper tags. Again, on this beautiful, like, super pale blue paper. And this is a fun little, she could just put some things in there, and I don't know if you can see, but it's kind of like tie-dyed, and I actually got it like that at Goodwill, so that was cool. Added a sticker there. Some more fun scrapbook paper. Another one of those design team project tags that I had created. Oh, and this also was rose petal dyed paper. And I believe I used pink roses, and I thought it was gonna turn into this really beautiful pink cotton candy paper, but it just turned a little green actually, but I figured the texture was still nice. Oh, and then these were supposed to be right here. Some more digitals, and I added a little purple butterfly stamp. This was also from an Etsy purchase, I believe. Some fun fabric, and then I tried to include white pages here for her to collage all over, but I really don't like, for some reason, the look of white paper, so I covered it up with this. Oh, some more fun digitals. And then I used washi tape here to reinforce it. Oh, and then this, like, I've had this wallpaper for a while. Didn't know what to use it for, and I felt like, again, with the color palette, this would be just super cute in here, and she could do whatever she wants with it. A white page that I covered, of course, with some digitals for her to cut out and use as she wishes. I'm actually going to take this out to show that this is a pocket right here from an old Etsy envelope that I ripped up and then tried to salvage. Oh, another beautiful sticker, and then this is actually Ruby and Pearl. Scooby-Doo something shabby chic. I forget the name. You guys probably know who I'm talking about, but that's from her collection. Oh, and then I made this fun pin. These right here are actually from some telegrams from Dust to Roses as well. I had just pre-cut them out and thought she could use them again since she likes collaging. And this is a pocket right there. Some cotton candy trim. Again, that rose petal paper. Oh, and I love this lace here so much. It's so delicate. And I added a little charm here with some roses. Purple, again, this was from Dust to Roses, and I thought these two just went so well together. Telegram, again, from Dust to Roses. This paper I did not make. I purchased it on Etsy. I think it's called like Journal Sisters, something like that. Oh, and then all of these, like the cotton candy, the pink stars, I believe it's from Digital Curio. They make some amazing stuff. And then this right here, I've mentioned before in my personal journal, I've used these scraps right here. And I actually cut up one of my sister's shirts that she no longer needed. So I use it a lot for like ruffles and tags. And then this is a little charm. I don't know if you can see it well, but basically there's a bunch of little metallic stars in there, and I thought it went well with the metallic. Like some of the ribbon, as you probably noticed, had star print on it, as does this paper. And I thought she could leave it as is or take out the metallic stars and glue them all over her collages. Oh, fun little postcard that I included here. Again, with the pretty blue. Some magazine paper that I'd cut out from a thrifted, I think it was a garden book. Or no, it was an interior decorating book, and it had a lot of really cool design ideas with purple. And then, of course, some more fun things for her to collage with. Oh, and then this is that same rose, the purple rose petal dyed paper. And I had, when I was baking it, I put it on a baking sheet that I didn't realize had so much texture. So I actually like what it created here, all those little dots and shapes. Washi tape right here. Some more paper. This is from Paper Alessandra, if I'm saying her name right. I love the way that she dyes paper. It's so pretty. Just a vintage playing card right there. Oh, a cute little button. My friend actually has came by and dropped off a ton of bags of thrifted stuff because she also likes to thrift, and she randomly will surprise me, and this was in the surprise, a couple of buttons like that. Oh, and then I added a little detail of a purple stamped butterfly right there. This was just like a tag from something I purchased, and I thought it would be cool to turn it into like a mini journaling page. And here's a piece of that Etsy envelope that I kind of destroyed. This is also from Digital Curio. Some scrapbook, it's like cardstock, so I used it as tags. Some of this pearl trim that I get from the dollar store, and I use it all the time. This is also from the dollar store, and they're just stamped on some butterflies right there. Thrifted this fabric, and again, this is from like a gardening book or interior design book. Oh, I love this. This is from the dollar store as well. Oh, and then the cover, this is the applique piece from the cover, and I thought I would just pin it in here, and then she can use it how she wishes. Oh, whoops, this was supposed to be right here. There we go. Oh, and then this is actually what I use. I have a pamphlet full of these, and I use these for grocery shopping, actually, and I thought the color scheme went really well. And she could collage with that, or also use it when she goes grocery shopping. It's honestly pretty convenient. I hate like writing stuff in my phone and having to check my phone at the grocery store. Oh, some really pretty scrapbook paper that I just cut up. Right here. Some fun tickets. And then this is also Dust to Roses. And this is Ruby and Pearl. Some more Ruby and Pearl Dust to Roses right there. Oh, this is one of my more embellished pages, which I love. I love this little lace piece that I added for some texture along with the butterfly. And most of this is Dust to Roses too, except for this right here. And then this is some scrapbook paper. And behind it is hidden another fun little butterfly. Some more blank pages for her to just collage all over. This is actually from Raindrop Lila. I had an extra piece and thought it went really well with this journal. All again, Dust to Roses. I think Dust to Roses as well, Digital Curio, Raindrop Lila. These are from Cora Crea Crafts. I ordered, it was called like the Romantic Collection. Has some really fun, like cool shapes. Like I really like the edges here. Paper, and she could also take it out if she wants to. For this, I didn't mention, but I didn't do the regular twine binding. I did like the beginner's one where you just bind it around, if that makes sense. And then the cool thing, the reason I like using this type of binding is that you can actually move around the pages. You can take them out. I won't do that now because it's pretty jam-packed, but I like it because I change my mind so much about the order of pages and how I want to order things around. I'm always adding stuff in later. So I found it to be the best way to bind a journal for me at this point. I added a sticker here just to make it a little bit more delicate since it's like graph paper. Made a little envelope right here. And I actually, so these are digitals, of course, with some washi tape, but in order to get this purple color, I just took one of those blending tools with purple ink and just kind of blotched it all over the place. And inside is a very pretty playing card that again goes with the theme quite well. Some more interior book, thrifted book pages right here. I added a couple butterflies. I think that's actually a moth, but oh well. Oh, these are fun. These I also got either from an Etsy purchase or Happy Mail, and then I just added a little bit of washi tape right there, this really pretty wax seal, and then some of this really pretty tablecloth fabric that I found in my garage one day. It was a very fun surprise to find something so pretty in my garage. Some more tags right here. Lots of blank pages. Oh, just add a little jewel right there. I have to add jewels to my work. It's impossible for me not to. And then this I thought was so cute. This postcard, I just added a little bit of, this is actually from Sweet Pea Curiosities. She sent me a bunch of extra stuff with some lace appliques that I purchased from her. Look at this girl, she just seems so cool and elegant at the same time. Postcard right there. Oh, and then whoops, this was supposed to be right here. And I had fun again with feathers and a wax seal. And this is actually a ruby, or no, pardon me. This is from Dust to Roses. Lots of really antique, beautiful photos. And so I felt like that would go in here because again, the soon-to-be owner, I noticed she really likes like Victorian style and vintage style portraits. So I thought that I would include that. And then this right here, I actually spray painted some packaging material. I talked about it in my first flip through ever that I had created some of this. Decided, you know, actually I feel like it's an actual junk journal piece. Okay, some more pretty print pages for her to have a lot of room to work in. Oh, this is an envelope for her to tuck some fun things in. I just added some, again, I believe this was from the Dollar Tree, some really fun stickers. They're sparkly. And then again, Dollar Tree, beautiful trim and accents right here. This is actually from Raindrop Lila, and I just cut it out almost to use as a belly band, but I know that this doesn't really constitute a belly band, but this could be, I don't know, a tuck spot or a little pocket. This actually is from Paper Daisy, I believe. I thought it went so well with the color palette as well. And then again, this is from my sister's shirt that I cut up. And then this, let me pull it up closer. It's a really cute, like clear heart charm. And I actually got this when I was in Belarus. So I thought it looked really pretty right there. Again, Dust to Roses, and then I added some of that envelope that I had salvaged. Some fun scrapbook paper right here. It's double-sided, which is really fun. Magazine pages. Oh, this is such a beautiful Raindrop Lila image. I love it. This was my first time using it. I had printed it a while back and was thinking, you know, when do I get to use this? And I felt like this was a perfect center page because there's a lot going on, but it's also so beautiful just on its own. I didn't really do a lot of embellishing. I added just a little bit of trim right here, actually from Maggie. Maggie Journals. She, just for free, sent me a bunch of stuff. And then this little thing I got actually from Belarus as well. Of course, there was a butterfly on it, so I snagged it when I saw it at the bazaar and included it here because I thought it really accented the digital very well. And then this again is Dust to Roses, and this pocket's not from Dust to Roses, it's from something else that I'll have to link later on, but I thought I would again add some scraps for her to collage with, and some fun stickers that I feel like match this really well. I think we're almost done here. One more, I think this is the final tag that was my design team for Dust to Roses. I feel like her blue dress accents this so well. Just a couple more fun scraps to work with and to collage, or maybe even use them as journaling cards. Oh, this is a fun little, I got this from a trim, it fell off, so I saved it and figured I could use it as a charm. I think it goes really well with the flowers here. All right, just a few more pages. Again, the cotton candy trim right there. All right, and then Handmade with a Butterfly, or Handmade by Girl with a Butterfly. And again, she could take this out if she really wanted to. And then right here, this antique fabric I got from Moonside Parlor, Mel with Moonside Parlor. And then these I got from Warm Morning Sun and Happy Mail. So I love to use them as much as I can. They're so pretty with that, like with the gold foil coming through right here. And that's the end. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you have any questions, and thank you so much for watching. See you next time.